Your car can have a powerful engine, a smooth transmission, brand new tires, and all the technology in the world, but if the battery fails, none of it matters. The battery is one of the most overlooked parts of a vehicle, yet it is responsible for something every driver depends on: getting the engine started when you turn the key or press the button. And here's where things get interesting. Walk into an auto parts store today and you'll see names like Optima, DieHard, Interstate, Duralast, ACDelco, Bosch, Exide, Yuasa, and EverStart. Number 9. Optima. Optima is one of the most recognizable names in automotive batteries, particularly because of its distinctive cylindrical cell design and strong association with AGM battery technology. Unlike traditional flooded lead-acid batteries, Optima's AGM batteries are designed to offer a sealed construction, resistance to vibration, and strong performance in demanding environments. This has made the brand popular among performance car owners, off-road enthusiasts, trucks, and vehicles where vibration can be a concern. One of Optima's biggest selling points is its focus on starting power and durability. The brand's red-top batteries, for example, are traditionally associated with starting applications, while yellow-top models are designed for vehicles with deeper cycling demands. That distinction matters because not every vehicle needs the same type of battery. If you're running additional electronics, accessories, or equipment that place greater demands on the battery, choosing the correct battery technology can be more important than simply choosing a famous brand. Optima batteries are also known for their compact and distinctive design, which can make them attractive for certain custom installations. However, there's an important consideration. Optima batteries can cost significantly more than conventional batteries. That premium may make sense for a specific application, but it doesn't automatically mean every driver needs one. If your vehicle is a normal commuter with standard electrical requirements, a less expensive battery that meets the manufacturer's specifications may provide excellent value. Another factor is proper fitment. Cold cranking amps, reserve capacity, group size, terminal configuration, and physical dimensions all need to match your vehicle. Buying based only on the Optima name is not enough. Ultimately, Optima is best viewed as a specialized premium option rather than a universal answer for every car. For drivers who value AGM technology, vibration resistance, strong starting performance, and a reputation built around demanding applications, Optima can be an attractive choice. Number 8. DieHard. DieHard is one of the most familiar battery names in the American automotive market, with a reputation that has been built around the simple promise of dependable starting power. The name itself has become almost synonymous with car batteries for many drivers, which gives the brand a significant advantage when consumers begin shopping for replacements. DieHard offers different battery lines intended for different vehicle requirements, from everyday passenger cars to vehicles requiring stronger performance and enhanced electrical capacity. One of the biggest advantages of choosing a well-established brand like DieHard is the availability of different specifications. Rather than simply asking whether a battery is good, drivers should ask whether the particular DieHard model is appropriate for their vehicle. A battery that is perfect for a small 4-cylinder commuter may not be the right choice for a large SUV with numerous electrical accessories. DieHard batteries are commonly associated with strong starting performance and broad automotive application coverage. Depending on the specific model, you may also find technologies designed for vehicles with higher electrical demands. This becomes increasingly important as modern vehicles add more sensors, infotainment systems, driver assistance equipment, heated seats, power accessories, and other electronic systems. But just like any major battery brand, DieHard isn't automatically the best choice simply because of its reputation. Price, warranty terms, local availability, manufacturing specifications, and the exact battery model all matter. A driver who buys the wrong group size or insufficient capacity can still experience problems regardless of the logo printed on the battery. Another important consideration is climate. Cold weather can dramatically increase the effort required to crank an engine, making cold cranking performance especially important in colder regions. In hot climates, heat can also accelerate battery deterioration. That means your environment should influence your decision. Overall, DieHard remains a strong mainstream option for drivers looking for a recognizable brand with a broad range of automotive batteries. The key is selecting the right model rather than assuming every DieHard battery performs the same way. Number 7. Interstate. Interstate is another major name that has earned a strong reputation among drivers, repair shops, and automotive professionals. The brand is especially recognizable for its wide distribution and broad range of batteries designed for cars, trucks, SUVs, recreational vehicles, marine applications, and other equipment. One reason Interstate remains popular is convenience. A battery isn't much use if you can't find the correct replacement when you need it, and Interstate's extensive availability can make replacement considerably easier. The brand offers different battery technologies and specifications, allowing consumers to choose based on their vehicle's requirements rather than relying on a one-size-fits-all approach. For everyday drivers, that can be a major advantage. A typical commuter vehicle may not require the same battery as a luxury SUV loaded with electronic equipment or a vehicle that spends significant time in extreme temperatures. Interstate's reputation is also supported by its presence in professional automotive channels, where technicians frequently encounter different battery brands and applications. However, consumers should still remember that brand reputation doesn't replace proper maintenance and correct fitment. Even a high-quality battery can fail prematurely if the charging system has a problem, the vehicle has an electrical drain, the battery is constantly exposed to extreme heat, or the wrong battery type is installed. This is one of the most important lessons when comparing batteries. The battery itself is only one part of the starting and charging system. Before replacing a battery, it can be useful to check the alternator, terminals, cables, and electrical system. Interstate can be a particularly sensible choice for drivers who value availability, broad application coverage, and a familiar brand name. But instead of asking, "Is Interstate the best battery?" ask, "Is this Interstate battery the right specification for my vehicle?" That question leads to a much better purchase. When the correct group size, starting rating, reserve capacity, and technology are selected, Interstate can be a dependable option for many everyday vehicles. Number 6. Duralast. Duralast has become a major name in the automotive aftermarket, especially among drivers who want a battery that is easy to purchase and backed by a large automotive parts retail network. One of the brand's biggest strengths is accessibility. When your battery dies unexpectedly, convenience matters. Being able to find a replacement nearby can save you time, especially when your vehicle is already sitting in a parking lot or driveway refusing to start. Duralast offers multiple battery lines, meaning consumers can choose different levels of performance depending on their vehicle and budget. This makes the brand particularly interesting for everyday drivers who don't necessarily want a specialized premium battery. For many vehicles, a correctly specified conventional battery can provide exactly what is needed without spending extra money on technology that isn't necessary. At the same time, modern vehicles can have much greater electrical demands than older cars. Start-stop systems, advanced electronics, heated accessories, entertainment systems, and safety technology can all affect battery requirements. This is why the specific Duralast model matters more than the Duralast name itself. One of the most important things to check is whether your vehicle requires AGM, EFB, or conventional flooded technology. Installing the wrong battery technology can create problems, especially in vehicles specifically designed around start-stop systems. Another factor is climate. If you live somewhere with extremely hot summers, battery life can be affected by heat exposure, while colder temperatures can place greater demands on starting power. Duralast can therefore be a practical choice for drivers who prioritize availability, straightforward replacement, and a broad range of options. But don't make your decision solely based on price or warranty. Compare the specifications and make sure the battery matches your vehicle's requirements. If you do that, Duralast can offer a very practical balance between accessibility, performance, and cost. For a typical daily driver, that combination can be more valuable than paying a premium for a battery whose extra features you'll never actually use. Number 5. ACDelco. ACDelco is a major name in the automotive industry and has a particularly strong connection with General Motors vehicles, although its battery lineup extends beyond GM applications. The brand has been around for decades and is widely recognized for replacement parts and components across the automotive market. When it comes to batteries, ACDelco offers multiple options designed for different vehicle requirements, making it important to identify the correct battery rather than treating the entire brand as a single product. One of ACDelco's biggest strengths is its relationship with original equipment-style automotive components. Drivers who own Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, or Cadillac vehicles may already be familiar with the brand through maintenance and replacement parts. But even if you don't drive a GM vehicle, an ACDelco battery can still be relevant if the specifications match your application. Modern batteries are increasingly specialized, particularly as vehicles become more electrically complex. A battery isn't simply a box that stores electricity anymore. Its construction, capacity, starting performance, cycling capability, and compatibility with the vehicle's charging system can all matter. ACDelco's range gives consumers multiple choices depending on their vehicle and usage. As always, the correct group size and battery technology should be verified before purchasing. Another factor to consider is the vehicle's charging system. If your alternator isn't operating correctly, installing a new battery may only provide a temporary solution. The same is true if the vehicle has a parasitic electrical drain. In those situations, even a premium battery can become discharged repeatedly. ACDelco, therefore, makes the most sense when viewed as part of a complete maintenance strategy. Its broad automotive reputation and strong presence in replacement parts make it a brand worth considering. For drivers who want a familiar, established manufacturer and a battery that matches their vehicle's specifications, ACDelco can be a solid contender. The real key is choosing the right model for your vehicle rather than assuming the most expensive option will automatically deliver the best results. Number 4. Bosch. Bosch is a globally recognized automotive technology company, and its reputation extends far beyond batteries. The company has a long history of producing automotive components and systems, which gives the Bosch name considerable credibility among consumers and professionals. Bosch batteries are designed for a variety of automotive applications, with different products intended for different levels of electrical demand. One of the interesting things about Bosch is that the company operates across many areas of vehicle technology, from sensors and electronics to braking components and other systems. That broader engineering background is important because modern vehicle batteries are increasingly integrated into sophisticated electrical systems. A modern car may depend on the battery not only for starting the engine, but also for supporting numerous electronic systems before and after the engine starts. Bosch's battery offerings can therefore be attractive to drivers who want a recognized global automotive brand. But once again, the most important consideration is not simply the logo. You need the correct battery specifications for your particular vehicle. That includes physical size, terminal arrangement, electrical capacity, starting performance, and battery technology. Vehicles equipped with start-stop systems may require specialized AGM or EFB batteries, and replacing those with an incompatible conventional battery may cause problems. Bosch can be particularly appealing for drivers who already trust the brand for other automotive components and want consistency. However, battery selection should remain application-focused. A brand new battery that doesn't fit correctly or doesn't meet the vehicle's requirements isn't a good purchase, regardless of how respected the manufacturer is. Bosch's global reputation makes it a brand worth considering, but consumers should compare the exact battery model, warranty, specifications, and price against competing products. For drivers who want a well-known international automotive manufacturer with extensive engineering experience, Bosch offers a credible option. And when matched correctly to the vehicle, it can provide the starting reliability and electrical support that drivers expect from a modern replacement battery. Number 3. Exide. Exide is one of the longest established names in the battery industry, with a history that goes far beyond modern automotive replacement batteries. The company has been involved in battery manufacturing for generations, and its products have been used across automotive, industrial, commercial, and other applications. That long history gives Exide an important advantage: extensive experience in battery technology. The brand offers batteries across different categories and applications, allowing it to serve everything from ordinary passenger vehicles to more demanding equipment. For automotive consumers, Exide can be an interesting option because its long presence in the battery industry means the company isn't simply an automotive parts brand that happens to sell batteries. Battery technology is the core business. That matters when evaluating a manufacturer. Of course, history alone doesn't guarantee that every Exide battery will outperform every competitor. Battery quality depends on the specific product, manufacturing standards, vehicle application, climate, usage patterns, and maintenance conditions. A battery that performs extremely well in one environment may not necessarily be the best fit for another. Drivers should also pay attention to battery age when purchasing. Even a battery that has never been installed can gradually lose charge while sitting in storage, so buying from a reputable retailer with proper inventory rotation is important. Exide's broad experience makes the brand worth considering when you're comparing replacement batteries. It can be especially appealing to consumers who want a company with deep expertise specifically in battery manufacturing. Still, don't let brand history make the decision for you. Check your vehicle's required specifications and compare the exact Exide model with alternatives from other major manufacturers. Consider cold cranking performance, reserve capacity, technology, warranty, price, and local support. When those factors line up, Exide can be a strong choice. The biggest lesson here is that battery shopping should be based on application rather than reputation alone. A famous name can get you interested, but the correct specifications are what ultimately determine whether that battery belongs under your hood. Number 2. Yuasa. Yuasa is a particularly important name in battery manufacturing and is widely recognized for its strong presence in motorcycle, powersports, industrial, and automotive battery applications. Among motorcycle and powersports enthusiasts, Yuasa has built a reputation that makes the brand stand out. The company has extensive experience with different battery technologies and applications, and that specialization is one of its biggest strengths. When you're dealing with motorcycles, ATVs, personal watercraft, or other powersports equipment, battery requirements can be very different from those of a conventional family sedan. Size, vibration resistance, charging behavior, storage conditions, and starting demands can all matter. Yuasa's experience across these applications makes it a brand worth paying attention to. One of the most important lessons from Yuasa is that the best battery brand depends heavily on what you're powering. A battery designed specifically for a motorcycle may be more appropriate than simply choosing a car battery brand that happens to offer a small battery. Similarly, vehicles equipped with advanced electrical systems may require a battery technology specifically recommended by the manufacturer. Yuasa also illustrates why proper storage and charging matter. Powersports vehicles are often used seasonally, meaning the battery can spend long periods without being used. A battery that sits discharged for an extended period can suffer damage, regardless of how good the brand is. Proper maintenance and an appropriate charger can therefore have a major impact on battery life. For drivers and riders looking beyond conventional automotive brands, Yuasa deserves serious consideration. Its long-standing expertise in battery manufacturing and strong presence in powersports applications make it particularly interesting for motorcycles and similar vehicles. But as always, verify the exact part number and specifications for your application. The right Yuasa battery can be an excellent choice, while the wrong battery is still the wrong battery. In other words, brand reputation opens the door, but correct fitment and proper maintenance determine the final result. Number 1. EverStart. EverStart is one of the most recognizable value-focused battery brands for everyday consumers, particularly because of its widespread availability through major retail channels. Its biggest advantage is convenience. When drivers need a replacement battery quickly, availability can be just as important as brand reputation. EverStart offers multiple battery options for different vehicles and applications, allowing consumers to choose based on their vehicle's requirements and budget. For many everyday drivers, the attraction is simple. Get a battery that fits, provides the required starting performance, and doesn't force you to spend more than necessary. That makes EverStart particularly interesting for budget-conscious vehicle owners. But budget-friendly doesn't mean you should ignore specifications. The cheapest battery isn't necessarily the best value if it doesn't provide the correct capacity or doesn't suit your vehicle's electrical demands. Before purchasing, check the vehicle manufacturer's recommended group size and battery type. Also compare cold cranking amps, reserve capacity, warranty coverage, and other specifications that may matter for your application. Climate should also influence your decision. Extreme heat can shorten battery life, while cold temperatures can make starting more difficult. If your vehicle lives in a harsh environment, choosing a battery with appropriate starting performance and taking care of the charging system becomes especially important. Another major consideration is how long you intend to keep the vehicle. If you're looking for a practical replacement for a daily commuter and want to control costs, a properly matched EverStart battery can make sense. If your vehicle has unusually high electrical demands or requires a specialized battery technology, you may need to look at a higher spec option. The key is not to judge EverStart or any other brand solely by price. A battery is good value when it meets your vehicle's requirements at a reasonable total cost. EverStart's combination of broad availability and value-oriented positioning makes it a brand worth considering for many everyday drivers. Just make sure you're buying the right battery, not simply the cheapest one on the shelf.